We are live. We are live. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good everyone who is here right now. I want to send you good vibes. I want to send you my good positive energy and full of gratitude. I have just made it back home. I've been away for my birthday weekend, and I've been following all your stories, all your posting, all your excitement, all the buzz in the group. And I have been waiting for this momentum. This momentum is so important for me. I have started this challenge I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years now. And I've seen thousands of women joining the challenge year after year. And I'm telling you, there is nothing more exciting when I see women taking a microphone, when I see women getting out of their comfort zone, when I see women stepping up, when I see women removing their fear, when I see women tap into their potential, when I see women to see what is possible. And none of this can happen if you are not in the right environment, if you are not in the right mindset, if you are not tapping into your resources, if you're not believing in you, if you're not believing in what you do, if you're not believing in the impact that you are creating and the influence that you have with your power, with your energy, with your feminine intelligence. I am telling you, it will be a waste if you're not doing it. And many times when we come together, masterminding and networking all around the world, only in 2025, I've been traveling at least 300 days a year. I've met thousands of women. And every time I see a woman that has such a beautiful aura and she's radiating, I can't stop it. I can't stop it. I drag her on stage and I bring her in and I say, darling, can you see how amazing you are? Can you see how much you can do once you step into your power? And you don't do it just for you. You do it for others as well. Because many times we step in and we stay in the corner and we try to hide ourselves because we think that if we do this, we're going to look too much and we're going to look maybe full of ego. Now, let me find here in this room how many women we have coming from all around the world that are resonating with this challenge, and they're coming to this challenge to change and to remove all these fears, all these limited beliefs, and step in and do whatever it takes. Not try, not do your best, but do whatever it takes, because now is the time more than ever. So put it into the comment if you are ready. Put it into the comment. Where are you coming from? I've seen hundreds of women joining today. Just today, we have lots of new amazing women from all around the world, global women who are ready to go out there and influence with their energy and with their intelligence and with their wisdom and with their experience. How many of us, we have so much experience. Now, put into the comment, where are you coming from? If you feel already a global woman, and if you feel that you are ready to use your intelligence and start influencing with your presence. I want to see who is ready. Just comment here, I am ready. I am ready. Also, I want to invite and welcome all the ladies who are here first time. Who is first time that never heard about me before, never heard about Global Women before? We have many newcomers, many new amazing, incredible women who are joining this challenge. So for those who are here first time, can you put it into the comment and say, I am here first time? And for everybody who has been here before and who knows Global Women very well, how about we say welcome for the ladies who are joining us first time. So let's create that blending ecosystem, sisterhood together, where those who have been here for a while, they already feel home, but let's make feel home everybody who is coming here first time. Who is a first timer here and never heard about us before? I know quite a few of you have been asking, what is this? I just heard about this now. What is the story? How did you? I had quite a few comments when we started advertising and sharing the invitation for women to come and join this challenge. I've seen quite a few women asking, said, "But how did you manage that? Well, it must be something. Tell us the full story. How did you come here as an immigrant, as a single mom, starting with nothing, with money, with no English, with friends, no friends, whatever? I've seen all these questions. I've been reading all of that. And those who have been hearing my story before, they know everything about it. And honestly, what if I tell you that women that I have met at the Global Women Club, when they got the courage to tell their story, I am telling you, my story is nothing, absolutely nothing when I hear their story. The incredible, brave women that I have seen traveling all around the world, and the transformation that they have taken themselves and not only themselves, but also take others in that journey, they have blown me away. Honestly, my story is nothing comparing to so many other amazing women who have shared the stories at the Global Women stage. All kind of dark zones, bad moments, tough journey, really hard workers. So put it into the comment if you have a story, and if you believe that your story is inspiring, and if you believe that you have overcome a lot, put it into the comment. If you have overcome grief, if you have overcome divorce, if you have overcome poverty, if you have been going through really tough time, betray and rejection and discrimination and being refused and being criticized, being put in the corner, being dismissed. Is anybody in this room that has experienced all of that? So here we are. I don't need to ask the question. I never have met one woman that hasn't been in that corner, hasn't been in that dark zone, thinking that when the light is going to come, when am I going to see something that gives me a sign, something that gives me the hope? Because hope is what makes us be alive and continue. But hope can keep us alive for a certain time. Then if we don't move, if we don't take actions, if we don't take risks, if we don't give also back a sign to universe that I'm ready, I'm going to move as well. I can see you're giving me a sign, or maybe not giving me a sign, but let me try first. Let me commit. Let me show you that I deserve it. Let me show you that I am serious. Let me show you that I am not scared anymore. Let me show you that I'm going to do whatever it takes. I am not going to stay there anymore. I am taking responsibility of my life, because you have nothing to lose, my darling, when you let other people take charge of your life, and your life is there because you allowed them to tell you this is who you are and this is where you belong. And then suddenly you wake up and you realize that, no, I'm not happy. I don't want this life. This is not the life I chose. I want to choose my own path. I want to take my own decisions. Right and wrong, I will be in charge with that. I don't need excuses. Because many times it feels safe when we allow other people to take these decisions for us, because then we have other people to blame. And blaming, it feels like a release in a short term, but in a long term is going to keep us on a cave, is going to keep us on a prison, and we don't want to stay there. So think long term, my darling. And this is exactly what I want to cover today, because you will not be able to become that influencer anywhere, in any place, if you do not really stretch yourself to the next level of your mindset. And I know if you are here for a reason. You are not here accidentally. You are here because you're looking for something. You're looking to push yourself out of your comfort zone, because comfort zone is not comfort. You are looking to do something different. Otherwise, you'd be somewhere else. And it's such a great sign when you see that you are really moving. Because otherwise, you have heard me saying, if you're not happy where you are, then move. You're not a tree, because nothing changes until something moves. And if we're not changing, what happens? We're just dying. Now, put it into the chat if you're ready for that change. No matter where you are, even if you are happy, it's very important that you keep moving. Because many times you hear like, yeah, but you need to slow down. You know, how do you keep the balance? Einstein said it very well. The only way to keep the balance is to keep moving when you're running a bicycle. How do you keep the balance? It's not getting stuck. Stuck is not a balance. The balance comes when you are taking yourself into your own path. And sometimes you know where you're going, but sometimes it's okay if you don't know yet where you're going, because the road will teach you. The road will show you. Maybe you'll go the wrong direction, but how do you know it's right or wrong unless you try it? So I want to take you into that courage, to dare, to be brave, and to think long term. How do you see yourself at the end of the year? How do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? Are you going to make this year better than last year? And are you going to make next month better than last month? Because it's not about you taking yearly decision. What makes the difference is the daily decisions, the daily actions, the daily moves, the daily people that you meet every day. So put into the chat if you are resonating with this, and if you are ready to take yourself way, way out of your comfort zone and dare to do things that you haven't done before. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. I am so excited. Now I'm going to start with the first day, which the topic is the mindset. And of course, I guess, and I believe many women in this group, as I have seen in our community, mindset is a big thing. No matter in what industry you are, no matter what is your niche, no matter what is your expertise, I believe every single one of you has started with changing the mindset and taking yourself into the pushing the limited beliefs, into crushing these limited beliefs, and into creating new beliefs, new thoughts, new programming, and reinvent yourself, recreate yourself. How many of you are in this group? Just put it in here. If you think that you are different completely, I'm not saying just a little bit. If you compare yourself with yourself 5 years ago, 10 years ago, how much have you transformed from 1 to 10? Put a number from 1 to 10. How much have you transformed yourself in the way you look, in the way you speak, in the way you stand for, in the way you articulate, maybe people that you meet every day, the circle of people, the resources, the intelligence, the knowledge, the skills, the things that you have been doing, the influence that you are creating from 1 to 10. How much do you think you have been able to change yourself? Now, if it is below 5, I'm telling you, that is an urgent action for you. An urgent action for you to start doing something right now. If it is above 5, give yourself a high five, big credits. And if it is 10, that's incredible. If it is 11, even better. Now, what do I mean change and transformation? When people meet you 5 years later, 10 years later, and they don't recognize you, and they look at you and they still don't believe how far have you come, how much you have achieved. Because at the beginning, I'm sure they were looking at you and thinking like, she can't do it. What is she trying to do? Oh, look at her. Oh, she's full of herself. Why she's doing this? She looks silly. She looks stupid. Why? And of course, when you try to do something different, the people that have been part of that circle, they're not going to believe in you. But when you do it, have you noticed what do they say? They come to you. Now imagine yourself publishing a book and you're launching it, or launching a new business, or doing a retreat, or speaking on a big stage, or launching a podcast, or being on TV, or being in a newspaper or a magazine. And people are still looking with doubts. And they are thinking like, oh, she is serious. She is doing it. Anybody who has experienced that, put it into the comment. Who is in this group that has experienced this kind of feeling? You, my ladies, that have been going through this journey of transformation, you are an influencer. You are an absolute freaking influencer. And I salute you for that. You are, even if you don't know you are. Because those people who have been looking you and talking about you behind your back, they are being influenced by you. They are watching you, and at some point, they will have to take actions and change themselves too. And as Mother Teresa used to say, you don't need to change the whole world. All you need is start with one. You can start with one person. Now put into the chat if you have been able to at least inspire one person to change, to take an action of change, to do something different. Even if you have inspired them to change her job, or maybe to move in a new house, or to change her hairstyle, or to change her career, or whatever change you call it. Have you been able to change some action, to change the limited belief? Maybe you are a coach, you are a mentor, you are a trainer, and you have been helping your clients. How many of them have changed? And sometimes this is the problem. Change comes very slow. And I'm going to cover quite a few steps today. But let me start with the first one, self-doubt. What stops women to be an influencer? I believe self-doubt is one of the biggest factors. Now, put it into the chat if you have other factors that you think they are stopping you, or other women that you know that even though you must feel deep inside you have so much talent, you have so much wisdom, you have so much to give out there, but still there is something blocking you. There is a blockage deep inside you. You don't know where it's coming from. And we're not going there, by the way. I've been having in my private practice for quite a few years as a psychologist, and many times, people think that going back and steering and opening all the dramas and traumas, all the problems that we have faced in the past, they are going to help us. So no, we're not going there. So when women come to the club with their self-doubts, with their fear, with their excuses, with their dramas, you know what we do? No. We're not going there. We are going to focus on the present. We are going to focus on tomorrow, on the future, because that is what must matter. We don't want to go in the past. We don't want to stay there. We can visit it a little bit just to remind us how far have we come, but we don't want to go there, because the truth is, no matter what you have been going through, there is always somebody who has been going through even more. So we're not going to compare here. If we start opening our dramas, and I'm so glad that you've been sharing your stories, because that tells that you have been in a healing journey. And that healing journey is going to recover you from the self-doubt. Now, of course, that is a long journey. You are not going to remove the self-doubt only because you decide, you take a decision, which is very important. And I usually say it's not such life-changing overnight, but there is something very important that happens overnight, and that is a decision. And I know you have taken that decision, but from the moment you take that decision, it's going to be a slow journey. It's going to be really slow. Now, sometimes it may happen that is a crash. What do I mean a crash? You have been working so hard underground for years and years and years. You did that study, you did that degree, and you did that coaching, and you went through a lot in life, in career, in family, in everything. And all of that is not wasted. All of that is accumulated and has helped you to become the person you have become today. And that is the biggest asset that you have. You. That person that have become, even though maybe you haven't had the chance to demonstrate it yet, that is an asset. And let me give you an example, and maybe many women will resonate here with this example. Honestly, I didn't know that I had the capacity to do what I'm doing today. Because for those who don't know my story, my career started when I got married. I got engaged at the age of 16, got married at the age of 18. I lost my child at the age of 22. I lost myself immediately after. And then after that, I don't know what happened. Somewhere in the middle, I just started looking for myself. I started looking for some hope, some faith. And sometimes you don't see it anywhere, but faith is some kind of evidence of things that you can't see. And that faith, it takes time for you to install and activate deeper inside you. So when I took myself into that decision that I'm going to leave, I'm not going to give up, of course, I knew it's going to take me long. But sometimes it felt like it's going to take, forever. Let me move this. Right, okay? So sometimes it felt like it's going to take forever. This is not going anywhere. This is not working. Whatever I do, it's just so hard, because when you are in an environment that it doesn't inspire you, doesn't nurture you, doesn't elevate you, doesn't motivate, doesn't encourage you to do things that are making you grow, and then you get stuck. And when you're stuck, in fact, it's not stuck, it's regress. You go back. If you're not progressing, that is not stuck. That's really bad. That's a regress. So what happened, I started my career as a teacher in the village. It was a very, very small village in the north part of Albania. And the whole school had like 20, 30 kids. And in my classroom, I had like 10 kids. But yeah, I took myself slowly from the village teacher. I moved to a little town. I became... I upgraded myself into in the city. I started working there as a teacher as well. Later on, I moved to another city, and later on to the capital city. So it was a progress. So for me, that kept me alive, because every single year I could see that something is moving, maybe very, very slow, but at least it kept my hope up. And why I'm sharing this example is, even though I could see the progress that I was making, tiny little steps, I would never, ever believe in 1 million years that I would be able to do what I do now in the heart of London, in this city, which is the heart of the world. And when you push it so much, and you don't give up, and you don't quit, and usually you have heard me, those who have been around Global Woman Club, we say and we accept it. Sometimes it's hard. It's really hard. It's exhausting. It's tiring, because especially running a business, and especially if you are speaking a different language, you are in a new country, and you are an immigrant, and you keep hearing all the time, immigrants are not welcome, and Albanians definitely not. And then you have to keep that belief that maybe some people are welcome, and you have to earn it. If you work hard, if you try hard, if you do good things, you will have to demonstrate maybe 10 times more, working more, to show that I deserve this. And what gives us this toughness? You know how grateful I am for that? Because that is a gift. That gives us resilience. Now, put it into the comment if you have gained resilience as a result of going through all these barriers, all these challenges, all these tough moments, all these obstacles, all these rejections, all this no, and then tiny little bit of yes. How many of you have experienced that? That's a gift. That's an amazing thing to happen. Because when I was on stage in one of my TEDx's, I had 3 TEDx speeches so far, and one of my TEDx speeches is about blaming. And I remember when I moved to this country, I started from scratch again. I started my career as a cleaner because I needed to put food in the table for my son. So at that time, no way I was thinking to become an influencer. I just wanted to survive. And who has heard about the 5 hierarchies of Maslow? At that moment, when I moved here, I just wanted to make sure that I have enough food and enough money to pay the bills, which I never had in the first 3 years. Of course, I was that close to be kicked out from my tiny little studio flat that I was not able to pay the bills. It was hard. But thanks to these hardships, I have become the person who I am today, that has equipped me with that strength, mental strength, and resilience to overcome whatever I go through now in business. Now, put it into the comment if you're running a business. Who is running a business here? Now, if you're running a business, I am telling you, it's a lonely journey. But not necessarily if you belong and you're part of a community. Because what I have seen, especially in the last few years, we've been in a journey with Global Woman for over a decade now, but we have been growing together. And we have noticing something very powerful. Women are changing. Women are changing their mindset. Why? Because we have taken ourselves into a healing journey. And when we are able to heal ourselves, then we are open to love with abundance other women. We are not scared of other women, but we open doors and we give the hand to bring others back, especially those women who do not understand yet how much they can do and how much they can achieve and how much support they can receive, because also we women are always giving, and most of the time we hesitate to receive or to seek for help. But in our community, we don't have that anymore. We really see that there is a genuine, harmonious, collective, superpower sisterhood. And we see that growing every day. Now, are we perfect? No, we are not. But we are making progress every single day. Now, put it into the comment if you believe in sisterhood. Put it in here if you really genuinely believe in sisterhood. You believe that the time has arrived that women not only influence, but also they open the table to bring more women with their voice, with their power, and with their intelligence, because the world is craving for it. Okay, so I have been hearing your questions and reading your stories, and many of them are guiding to, but how do we do it? How do we get that? And I believe every single one of you who is attending this challenge right now is craving for the same thing, is wanting, is understanding that it's urgent. It's not a matter of choice anymore. And I know for some reasons you haven't been able to do it before, same as I couldn't, but now you understand that you're ready. And please, can you reconfirm that you're ready? And if you are ready, that means that you are committing to remove your self-doubt. You are committing to say, I am ready, and you are committing to say that I am not going to allow anybody to take decisions for me, and I don't need to ask permission anymore, and I am okay to take the risks, because I understand that there is nothing for, there is no such thing for nothing. There is nothing for nothing. You have to be able to put something in so you can get something out. And if you really want to influence, then ask yourself a question. What does it take? What do I need to do? What kind of risk do I need to take? What kind of contribution do I need to give? What kind of, let's say, not sacrifice, discipline I need to develop and evolve in order for me to do that? It comes with discipline. And all the successful people who are right now into this level of influence, they have achieved that because they have made that commitment, and they have disciplined themselves, and they have understood that they will have to do something in order to take what they need. And that's something sometimes requires for you to take the risk and get out of the comfort zone and feel rejected and do it anyway, and feel the fear and do it anyway, and be criticized and do it anyway, feel the jealousy and do it anyway. And sometimes it's terrifying. Do you think that those who do it, they don't have that feeling? We're all human beings, but we do it because the cost of not doing it is higher than the cost of rejection or any attack that you may receive, even if you don't, because the biggest attack that we take sometimes is from ourselves, from our inner critic, from our inner self. Most of the time, we are self-doubting. We are doubting ourselves, because when you put yourself in the right environment, I have seen every single day other people start believing on you. But the last person that believes in you is you. Now, we want to change that. And of course, the community is going to help. The environment is going to help. Always, when you see that it's like the flower, right? You take the flower and put the flower in the light. What happens? It's flourishing. The very same flower, put the flower in the dark, and the flower is going to die. So please, please, please find your light. Find a place where you are allowed to open your arms. You are allowed to open your aura. You are allowed to use your energy. You are allowed to not seek permission. And you are not going to say sorry, and you're not going to apologize for your power, for your commitment, for your intelligence, for your courage, for your charming, for your working hard, for you showing up, for your why do you have to apologize? Because I see it sometimes. That is another big self-doubt, another big limitation that is stopping women to push themselves out there, because they feel like if they are going ahead and other people who have been part of that circle are not agreeing, they don't want to do the work, they don't want to read that book, they don't want to do that course, they don't want to join that club, and they don't want to do anything, but they want the results. But you understand that in order for you to get the results, you have to take yourself into that commitment, and you step into that, but others don't, and then you feel bad about that. Put it into the comment if you have found yourself into that place where, because sometimes it takes just one person. How many times you have realized that it's one person that is in the back of your head and is stopping you and is blocking you. Now, who has read the book? Let them. Put it into the chat. If you have read that book, let them. It's a big thing, because the next factor is we need to redefine the influence. What is it? How do we redefine it? Redefine the influence is because the influence is about you having that ability to influence you, your mind, to change you and take you in the spotlight. And when you put yourself in the spotlight, those people who are in the dark, they're not going to let you. They are not going to let you. Now, letting them is not enough. And why do I say this is the biggest thing that I want you, is the biggest exercise I'm going to give you today? Because it has happened to me. It has happened with every single woman that I have worked with. One of the biggest reasons, after being in the self-doubt zone, the next one is other people. They are all the time thinking, what if they are watching me? What if they are criticizing me? What if they are gossiping about me? What if I screw up and they will hang me? And I want you to identify these people. Go and make a list of these people that are, maybe these people are nice, maybe they're doing nothing. It doesn't matter. As far as they're disturbing you, they are in the blacklist. Maybe these people never said a word. They never said a thing. It doesn't matter. They are in your list. Put them in your list. And then you know what you do? Go and find them where they are in social media. Block them. Love them, block them. Love them, block them, one by one. Now, can you put it into the comment? Do you have any person in your list? Is anybody in here that has some people in the blacklist? Let's call it blacklist or red list, all right? Is anybody here who is feeling like, yes, that's it. I have a few people that energetically, they're stopping me. Energetically, they're postponing my decision to become an influencer. They are postponing my action to go out there and start speaking with my phone. I call it very simple. My darling, the time has arrived that one of the biggest skills as a woman entrepreneur, if you're running a business, one of the biggest skills is you learn how to speak with your phone. You get me? You'll have to develop that skill. You'll have to learn how to speak with your phone. That means that take your phone, put it in front of you, and start speaking with it. That's it. It's simple. Now, of course, it's not going to be perfect first time. Did you see I shared a video a few days ago in the group? Go and find it. It's at the top of the featured segment. And I found this video saying, hi, I'm in Hungary, and I had no idea what I was talking about. I was looking like a victim, but I am so proud of myself because I did it anyway. I looked like really horrible and very insecure, definitely self-doubt a lot, but I did it anyway. Go and find that video. I posted it there intentionally. So, and that could be more than enough to encourage you. If you've never done videos before, if you've never done recording before, to put yourself out there, to express yourself, just go and watch that video. I am sure every single woman in this group can do a better video than that. Absolutely, 100% sure. Every single one of you can do a better video than that. And that was me about 8 years ago. And you can tell that there is not such perfection. And you do not wait until you become great. You'll have to start where you are. Now, it is very important that you start in the right place. Because if you start speaking, let's say you jump yourself on a stage, or you start talking to your phone, and you don't block the people who are energetically impacting you. In fact, they are influencing you instead of you influencing others. Then you'll get stuck again. You will do the day 1, you'll do the day 3. Maybe you will receive a message, you'll receive a comment, and that will be enough to experience the fear of going to the next step. And that's why it's very important that not only let them, because sometimes you let them, but they don't let you, but you block them. You block them not forever, block them temporary. And then when you have built that confidence, when you have progressed that much, that you feel that you are flowing, you are radiating, you are on your zone, you are already on the movement to change other people's life, you have enough evidence, then nobody can stop you anymore. Then these people can't do to you anything. Then you can go and open them, because maybe you can go and influence them. Maybe you can go and change them. So if that is the reason why you have not stepped into the power of influence yet, do the list. Now, can you put it into the comment if somebody wants to be open and transparent? What is stopping you so far? Is the number 1, which is self-doubt, or is the number 2, which is people? Put it into the chat, into the comment. Which one is stopping you? Is it self-doubt or people? Now, the next step is authority. I want you to start feeling and believing that you are an authority, and you don't need to ask permission for that. Now, put it into the comment if you have some kind of expertise, some knowledge, some experience that you have developed, some trainings that you have been doing, or education, or degrees, or whatever you have accumulated through years. Do you have that? Put it into the comment if you believe that you have gained enough experience and expertise so you have enough to start sharing with others. And I believe all of you have that, right? That, my darling, makes you an authority in your field. Now, of course, maybe you don't feel an authority right now, but it's a great step to start. Now, if you start using that knowledge, because every time you learn something, ask yourself this question. It's a very, very, very important question. Where do I apply this, and when? Because nothing annoys me more than people that are opening their antennas to get all kind of information and knowledge. For example, sometimes when I see my family members, watching a documentary. And I'm saying, okay, so what is this? I mean, a documentary about, war, fine. When you're a student, you learned about history, whatever. Or a documentary about, something that has nothing to do with your journey. And it just annoys me. I said, well, where are you going to use this knowledge? Why in earth you occupy your storage with so much knowledge that you'll never be able to use it? Why you don't need it? Why you put all these viruses in your mind? You're not going to use it for any reason. If you have a curiosity encyclopedia for geography, or for tsunami, or for whatever, fireworks, or what, some kind of documentaries or knowledge that have nothing to do with you. I'm not saying that you should not be open to learn lots of things, but when you learn something, for me, and I learned this from my top coaches, and that has saved me so much time, because time is the same for everybody. If you're wasting your time of learning things here and there, all kinds of things that have nothing to do with your journey, then what you're doing, you are absolutely occupying your server with so much unimportant stuff that it's not going to be used. The very first question that you use everything you learn, even if you're scrolling down and watching as a consumer what is going on in social media. Do not allow yourself to dwell into anything more than 1 second if it's not resonating with you. And if you stop more than a few minutes, you ask yourself, what is this helping me? Where I'm going to use this, and where and when. So you learn, you do a course, you do a training, you do a coaching, you do this challenge. The question is, are you going to apply this knowledge? And then where, and then when, and then with who? Because if you are just coming here to entertain yourself, just to spend some time with us, but you're not going to use it, it's a waste. It's such a waste. So my calling for you is, if you want to become an authority, be very rigid with your time. Be very strict with your time. Be very stingy with your time. Do not only use your time with the right people, but also do not let in your storage or your server any information. Maybe they're good people. Maybe it's good information, but it's not helping you. It's not you. You are not going to use it. Why on earth do you want to just waste the space and whatever you're using at that moment? You have, especially if you are over 40, put it into the comment. Are you over 40? Who is over 40 here? If you're over 40, you do not have the luxury, my darling, to open your antennas and let in everybody and any kind of information. Every person who's coming in your life, again, is she or he, are they elevating you? Are they inspiring you? Are they adding more value? Are they adding some knowledge that you can use it? Are they making you feel a better person? If no, I'm sorry, but they're not going to come in your life. You do not have that time anymore. Especially if you're over 50. I turned 51 yesterday. I'm sorry, I do not have the time for people who have dramas, for people who are sucking the energy, for people who complain all the time, for people who are gossiping, who have plenty of time to gossip, plenty of time to talk about others, for plenty of time to blame others, not themselves, and not take charge of themselves, of their life, and not take responsibility of their actions and their behaviors. I don't have time for that. So put into the comment, I am going to commit to this. Because this is very important. How you're going to influence others if you're going to waste your time with people who have nothing to do with your mission. How you're going to achieve your vision. And if you wrote a vision, if you created a vision for 2026, that should be number one thing. Be stingy with your time, with your space, block the people who are not your people, and allow space for the people who are your people. And do not feel guilty about it. Do not feel that you have to take the permission. You don't need to ask permission. Can I block you? No, you don't have to. I used to do that all the time. Many times I would just allow people on my stage to walk in and to do whatever they want. And I would just cry all night. And I was like, then these people, no, it was not their fault. It was my fault that I allowed them to do whatever they wanted. Okay? So are we all committing to this? Wonderful. The next then is, when we have done this, you know what happens? We release the fear. So we said it is self-doubt, people, and stepping into your authority. So you have become really strict with your time and how you use it. Now, the next one is fear. Fear is a big, massive thing. Put it into the comment if you had the fear of public speaking, or maybe you still have it. Or if you have the fear of putting yourself out there, visibility, exposure. Of course. And it's a big, massive fear. Otherwise, it's called the mere exposure effect. People have that kind of blockage when it comes. If you've never done it before, we all have been there. We have that mere exposure effect. Is a phenomenon that is very emotional. It just gets people blocked and they don't know why. They don't understand it. They don't understand why they can't do things that can help them progress. Now, that is fear. And that fear, we need to be able to remove it. And that fear cannot be removed by you planning, by you thinking about it. The only way that you can remove that fear is find your people, block the people who are already psycho vampires, and those who are here first time, you'll get to know what does it mean. All the people who suck your energy, and be very, very, very conscious of your time and your knowledge and your authority. And when you become self-aware, the fear starts sorting itself. Because the people that you are surrounding now, they will remind you that you are already loved. You are already welcome. You are already wanted. People are craving for you. People are clapping for you. I've seen how many of you, who is a member here? How many of you have jumped into the stage of Global Woman, into the space of community, and have felt like, wow, I felt so loved. I felt so supported. I feel I can go to the moon. I feel like I'm unstoppable. And this is when you realize that you have removed the fear, because you have taken yourself to the next level by upgrading you, by upgrading the level of people. And you deserve that upgrade in life all the time. And you need to go and check all the time. Are you upgrading? Are you raising your standards? Are you raising the criteria of life? And when you do that, there is no fear, because you just know that once you start, there is no way back. Okay, put it into the comment if you are ready to step out of the fear and to remove the self-doubt and to go out there and do whatever it takes, because you are meant to do that. You are meant to be an influencer. Comment in here, I am an influencer. Everyone, I want to step into the power of being an influencer, which means that you have the ability to elevate people, to move people, to take them into a self-transformation journey, to tell them what is possible, to inspire them with your actions. Can you do that? Yes, you can. Absolutely. Now, the next one is, I mentioned a little bit, the next step, this is the step 5. I'm going to cover 6. Think long-term. What do I mean with this? When you take yourself into the journey of being an influencer, what is going to happen is it's going to be a very, very slow progress. And many times I see people quit, not because they don't have the ability to do it, but because they don't see the results. And I'm sorry, my darling, the result is not going to come when you read the first book, or when you do the first course, or when you do the first coaching session. It's not just one thing. That is a long-term journey. It's ongoing journey. And as I said, yes, there might be cases where you start like, boom, influencing like massively, but that means that you have done all the underground work. You have really done the work in the dark. So when you come in the light, people start seeing you for the person that you have become, because of the resilience and the strength and the everything that you have equipped yourself. But the progress is going to be very slow. And I've seen this many times. Women join sometimes, very, very rarely, but it has happened before, less now, where women would join the club with excitement, and then they forget to come. They don't show up. Or they come once and they don't find what they want, and they have different expectations, and they think the results are going to come overnight, and maybe week 1 or month 1 and month 2. No, sometimes they may come in a month or 2 months, but sometimes it may take 10 months. Sometimes it may take 2 years. Sometimes it may take 5 years. It took me 10 years until I really saw that this is real. This club, this movement, it's real. I mean, even when I have been doing non-stop, I don't know one other person that have done consistently every single day, showing up absolutely every single day, no matter where I was, in a wedding or a family ceremony or in a hospital or a funeral or whatever I've been, in the dark, in the cold, in the hot, in the whatever. I have showed up every single day. Every single day. I committed, and I didn't stop once. I didn't quit when I was tired. I didn't quit when I was exhausted. I didn't quit when I was criticized, when I was rejected, when I was attacked. I didn't. Because I had promised myself I would only stop when I arrive. When I arrive in a place where I feel that I am in the right direction. I am on that movement. And I want to take you in that journey. I want to call you to take yourself in that journey, to believe on yourself, and do not quit when you don't see the results. Think long term. Don't think short term. Short-term, think only about daily actions that you take, but you take a daily action. You just need to see a tiny little bit of result, just a little change, something that gives you hope, something that gives you that you are progressing, you're moving. And if you don't see the big, massive, giant step, don't quit. Keep going. What if you quit the night before that the big success is coming? What if you quit the night before that you're invited to speak in a big TEDx or in a big podcast or receive a big award or get a big investment or find a business partner or being recognized for the work that you have done? Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith, because the influencer mindset means that you do not quit, my darling. You do not quit no matter what, especially in the dark moments. These are the moments that are going to show you that you're going through tests. You have to be tested in order for you to show the ability that you can be an influencer. You can lead a movement. You can be a great leader. You can be a game changer. You can be a powerhouse. That is not a title. That is something that you earn with your work, with your discipline, with your commitment, with your positivity that you create in the world, with the change that you are bringing to other people's life. And sometimes you don't see it. Sometimes they don't see it. You don't quit if you believe in your mission, if you believe in your vision, if you believe in yourself, if you believe that you are here for a reason, if you believe that you're not going to waste what have you invested so far, because you are in a mission. So put it into the comment if you are in a mission. If you really genuinely believe, and you are not in the illusion, if you believe that you can change the world, you can change other people's life, you are not in the illusion. Because many times we self-doubt, thinking like, oh, that's a big thing. You know, you can change people's life because sometimes it doesn't take much to change that. You just need to make sure you don't quit. You do not stop, and you keep yourself on a fire, and you keep the momentum up, and you keep yourself full of excitement. That is another big feature of being an influencer. You can't be an influencer and you lose your enthusiasm and you lose your energy and you're speaking like you had a bad dream last night. You have to be able to show the excitement and the hope and the increased ability for you to change, but also to help other people change. Because if you give up on you, how can you influence other people? And sometimes it's very easy to see that as a sign. If people don't see your energy, if people don't read your aura, and if people don't feel that excitement on you, they are going to give up on you. And that is going to take much longer for you to come back on track. So do not lose track when you have tough problems, because these problems are going to show up all the time. But what we are calling here is women who become bigger than the problem. Women who have learned to solve their problems. For a long, long time, I don't know about you, but I've seen quite a lot around me as well. We lost the ability to solve problems because we left our men or husbands, other big family members to solve our problems. We're not designed to solve big problems. We're just designed to raise kids, to cook, to clean. This is what I was doing, milking the cow and cleaning and cooking. I was a bride in a big house in the village with 11 people. So I didn't have the ability to solve big problems. I even didn't have the ability to solve the problem. Oh my God, why did they tell me this word? I could not sleep all night only because somebody told me that I'm not a good cleaner. How bizarre is that? Now we have to step into the influence of solving big problems. And you know, when you're able to solve big problems, no matter what you go through, you believe, you have big faith, and you have the confidence that the problem has come to you because you have the ability to solve it. Otherwise, the problem will never reach you. Every single problem that has been reaching me in the last 10 years, especially when I took myself into this influencer journey, absolutely I have welcome. I say, I hold it. I keep myself accountable. I don't deny it. I welcome it. Let me work on it. I will find a solution. Whatever problem I'm going through right now, it's my responsibility to solve it. And the bigger the problem, the higher you can grow, the bigger you can go. Because when you have the ability to solve big problems, then you have raised your ability to influence big. Put it into the comment if that is making sense, and if you are ready to welcome your bigger self, your higher self with a big responsibility that no matter what comes into your life, you have the power to resolve it. You have the power to find the way, or even better, when you come into that harmonious mental state, when you believe that every single cell in your body and in your mind is an army supporting you in the quantum field, unified with universe, and it's connected with your super higher power, you know what happens? All the problems will resolve themselves naturally. But you'll have to bring yourself into that power of influence, that you have to be able to influence your subconscious mind that is programmed to stay small. If you do not influence your subconscious mind, that you are demonstrating that I am taking charge, I am changing my life, I am going into a new direction, I am being able to solve problems, I am increasing my ability and desire to be more and to do more and to achieve more, then you'll be able to influence your old version of you so you can let go what is going and you can let come what is coming. Put into the comment if you are ready to let come what is coming. No matter what, with open arms, with confidence, with belief that you have the ability to resolve any problem that will come your way. Okay? And the final one is, once you have done all of this, then you are ready to step into the new you. The new you is the identity that you create. And that new you is creating an identity of the influencer. Now, how do you welcome that? First of all, are you ready to welcome the new version of yourself? Would you love to meet your new version of yourself in 1 year time, where you have built the confidence? Because it's not just about achieving things. It's about the person that you have become. Now, if you have stepped into a big stage, and you have been able to inspire, let's say, 1,000 people, and then another stage, and then a podcast, and then an award, and then you write a book, and then you grow your consistency in social media, because that is your broadcasting, that is your channel. Social media is not vanity, it's your broadcast. You have a channel that is given to everybody, but you're taking advantage, you're not wasting it. And you're utilizing that space for you to stand up into your new power of influencer. And again, in order for you to step into that identity, you need to reframe the definition of the influencer again. The influencer before could be somebody who had a status in the society, a position, and there are only a few people that could have that. Especially women, could talk all day long, but nobody would listen to them. And now we are absolutely understanding and taking ownership of that in order for us to be heard, to be seen, to have an impact in the world, we have to be able to influence. And in order for us to influence, we have to have an audience. And in order for us to have an audience, we have to earn their hearts. We have to earn to earn their respect and their belief and their faith and their trust. That is something that is not given. This is how you become an influencer. When the trust that people give you is earned in a long, long journey. So I want you to step into that identity. Are you ready to take yourself into that journey? And it can start one at a time. So how many of you are a member here and have started your journey for the very first time with Global Woman Club? You never spoke on stage before. You never have been in a magazine. You never have been trying what you're trying now. But as a result of that, now you feel that you have increased your ability to influence. Please put it in here. Who is here who has been able to show that progress and to see that progress with pride and with sense of gratitude, but also with sense of responsibility? Put it into the comment if you have been able to do that. Wonderful. Okay, so we have covered all these steps. So how about we do a checklist? Okay, so let's see if you have been paying attention, whoever has been here from the very beginning. And if you haven't been able to watch this video live, if you're watching this video after the recording is posted here, also please engage and participate. And these are the 6 steps that we have covered in order for you to step into the mindset of influencer. The first one was, let me check. What was the first one? Self-doubt. Excellent. Self-doubt. We are going to get rid of that. No more. Absolutely. Second one. What was that? People. People, 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 people. What we're going to do, we're going to make a list of people who somehow, for some reasons, they create a blockage in our energy. Love them, bless them, wish them the best. Just temporary, not all the time. Just a little bit until you build your confidence. Okay? What was the third one? Step into your authority with no asking permission. You don't need to ask anybody's permission for you to become an authority in your field. You don't have to do that. You have to give yourself the permission. Okay? The number 4, the fear. Are you ready to release the fear? Yes or no? Are you ready? Okay, write down what are your fears. Start releasing them one at a time. Number 5, think long term. Please do not block yourself because you don't see the results immediately. Results are not going to come overnight, but trust me, they will come. They will come. Absolutely. Okay, and the number 6, are you ready to step into the new identity? The new version of you. Yes or no? So we have covered all of that. And now I want to give you an exercise. The exercise is, and maybe you can start now, but of course I want you to open the workbook and complete the workbook. But this is something that you can experience now. Exercise is like, I influence others by. So what is something that you believe you can influence others? For example, I influence others by providing a community, a safe space where they can feel that they can release all their potential, all their talent, and they can come. And I give women a microphone, or I give women an opportunity to speak, to influence. So what is yours? Find something that makes you really confident to do that. It can be, I don't know, whatever you help people. If you are a coach or a mentor, or you are a doctor or a lawyer, or you're a fashion, you're offering, I don't know, health or wellness, whatever you are offering, whatever your superpower is. So write it down. I influence others by. What is that? By doing what? And then I commit by using my voice with intention. All right? So I influence others by doing, complete the sentence, and I commit by using my voice with intention. So this is the day 1, and by the end of the day 1, what we have done, we have identified some of the blockages that can stop us to become an influencer, but also at the end, we are committing to do what we need to do, what we are called to do, and what we are meant to do. Yes or no? Can you commit to that? So identify what makes you an influencer, doing what, and are you going to commit to that? Okay, wonderful. Now I'm going to check if my team has sent me the winners, because I really love, yes, they have sent me the winners. So have you watched the video from yesterday? I promised you that we're going to choose 3 winners, and every day we'll choose winners, right? But you'll have to earn it, right? And I will give another exercise for today. So this is an exercise that we're supposed to do it together right now in the chat. But very soon, once we announce the winners, what we're going to do is we're going to take you into a new challenge, and you are going to start today. But are you ready? Are you ready to hear who are the winners. And that and there is something that the winners are going to win as well, right? Are you ready? Okay. So the team has just sent me the 3 names. Interesting. I think I've seen them around in the last 24 hours, but I don't think we have met. So the first winner is Berthalina. Berthalina GM. If you are watching this live, my darling, congratulations. Otherwise, we'll tag your name in the post and come and watch this in the recording, because Berthalina, wherever you are, we are going to give you a free ticket to come to the Global Woman Club at any club that we have around the world. And we will invite you in front of everybody to introduce yourself. And maybe you can come and tell your story. You can come and say, this is who I am, this is what I do, and this is how I met women at the Global Woman. And we will allow you to influence us. We'll give you the mic for a few minutes so you can introduce yourself. I don't know where you live, where you are, but I would love you to do that, okay? Wonderful. Lorraine Mollard is the second one. Again, we are going to offer you the same opportunity, no matter where you are. And by the way, our team members will contact you, because we'll make sure we'll find you where you are. And if you are in a place, in a country, in a city that you can't travel, we'll give you different options. We'll give you the options. We'll make sure that you'll tap into this opportunity. So Lorraine Mollard, congratulations. Well done. You must have done something right. Otherwise, the team would not pick you. So well done. And the third winner is Slelia Criscuola. Slelia Criscuola. Again, it looks like Italian name. I don't know. Wherever you are in the world, my darling, congratulations. You are an influencer, and you are in the journey to go and grow your influence and bring lots of amazing people your journey and grow with them together. And please come and share your experience with us. Again, you are going to have the same opportunity. We'll find where you're located. I will bring you to the Global Woman community. For those who are here first time and never heard about it, it's so much fun in our masterminds. We come, we network, we connect, we speak, we have amazing things. We do business, we brainstorm with each other, we give each other confidence. You're going to love it. It's going to be amazing. If you've never been to Global Woman Club before, you are absolutely going to love it. So congratulations to the 3 winners. Now we are going to open the opportunity for 3 more winners tomorrow. They will win something different. If you want to be part of that, make sure you go active. You go and share your story. Now the next homework for you is, I want you to record a video. Yes, I want to challenge you. I want you to record a video and share. And the video should be no more than 1 minute. Just can you stick with 1 minute and share your story in a video? Just whatever you have been sharing and writing with a photo, and photos sometimes share more than 1,000 words. But now, can you keep your words in 1 minute and record a video and introduce yourself? Now, how would you introduce yourself is who you are, what you do, what is your superpower, and why do you want to become an influencer? Or why do you think you are an influencer? Why do you think that you want to influence other people? So again, it's in 1 minute, who you are, what you do, a little bit of your story, where you're coming from, and why do you think now is time for you to become an influencer, and who are the people you want to influence? Is that okay? Can You commit to that? Wonderful. I have to close now because we have the VIP. We have the VIPs waiting on Zoom, and I'm so excited. Whoever has got a ticket, please come on Zoom right now, because we're going to have one private session together, all of us. We're going to have really an amazing time. If you haven't joined the VIP, but you wanted to, maybe you didn't know there is a VIP, you didn't know that there is another next level that we can spend some more private time and more proximity together. The link is at the introduction, at the description of the group. You can go and find the link to upgrade your VIP. Otherwise, enjoy the challenge, enjoy connecting with each other, enjoy sharing your stories. And I hope you have got some inspiration and some motivation and some encouragement to go and start and showing the world how you are going to influence others. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for being part of this challenge. Thank you for believing on you. Thank you for believing on us. And I will be watching you. I will be watching every single one of you. Let's get started, and day 2 is going to be even more buzzing. Lots of love.